Hello. Good morning, students. I am Dr. P. Sivaprasad, Associate Professor of Mathematics in Division of Mathematics in the Department of Science and Humanities. In the series of lecture, that is in my previous lecture, we have to discuss the topic on the partial fractions, how we are to able to recognize the partial fractions, whether it is to be a proper or the improper fractions, how we have to resolve the partial fractions into the proper fraction into the partial fractions. These concepts you have to seen in the previous lectures. So that is type 1 and type 2. In the type 1, so in the fraction f of x by g of x, so the types are to be categorized into 4 types. Whatever the algebraic, the quadratic factor or the linear factors are to be appears in the denominator of g of x, had to classify into the 4 types: type 1, type 2, and type 3 and type 4. So in my previous lectures, had to complete the type 1 and type 2 downwards. Had to discuss the concept of how we have to resolve the partial fractions. So if g of x contains the quadratic form, the quadratic factors, so ought to be appears, then how we have to resolve the partial fractions. This concept you have to see so in this lecture. Okay. So what is meant by the quadratic factor? The meaning of this one is we cannot able to find the values, whether it may be getting x value or is to be positive or the negative value, other than the values of x, that means imaginary values are to be getting. That means you cannot divide the factors. Then such type of the factors are called as to be quadratic factor. Such type of the factors are called as the quadratic factors. Quadratic factor ax square plus bx plus c, that is in the form. Suppose in the proper fraction, such type of the factors are to be exist, then the formula is to be the partial fraction you have to consider as ax plus b by ax square plus bx plus c. Because this ax square plus bx plus c is called as the quadratic factor only, you cannot able to factorize. Then such type of the factors are called as that is quadratic factors. Then the formula for the partial fractions, that is in the form ax plus b by ax square plus bx plus c. Please all of you keep in your mind. This is coming under the category of type 3. Now let us see with this example. Suppose here in the problem, so x by 2x square plus 3 into x plus 1. So in this the denominator has x plus 1. That already you have to know. So that means x plus 1 equal to 0. Then that is x value is equal to minus 1. That means you have to bring this 1 into the right hand side. Then you can easily find the value for x, whether it may be a positive or the negative value. Then such type of the factors are called as the linear factors. These concepts you have to see in the previous. Now, so coming to this 2x square plus 3. Suppose if you have to equate 2x square plus 3 equal to 0. That means you cannot able to factorize the algebraic function, algebraic factor. Therefore, for finding the value of x, that is x square is equal to minus of 3 by 2. That means x is equal to square root of minus of 3 by 2. The meaning of this one is we cannot able to find the value of x, whether it may be the real values, either it may be the positive or the negative value. But here we will get in the root that having the negative, that means those are the complex numbers. If such type of the terms are called as the quadratic factors only. In that partial fraction, so that is 2x square plus 3 is there, 2x plus 3 is there. Therefore, I have to take the partial fraction is to be like this, and also which is to be non-repeating. Repeated means whatever in the concept we have learned in the previous type 2, that is to be repeated, that is whole square or whole cube is there. Then have to take x plus b by 2x square plus 3 plus cx plus d by 2x plus 3 whole square. Likewise you have to learn in the next type 4. Now here only this is non-repeated quadratic form only, that is why I have to take the partial fraction is to be like this, x plus b by 2x square plus 3. Whereas in the x plus 1 that is called the linear factor and also which is non-repeated, then only have to take the partial fraction is to be like this, c by x plus 1. All of you catch your point. So this is the basic discrimination along the three types, type 1, type 2 and type 3. What we did in the type 1, in g of x that having all are to be the linear factors and also which is non-repeated, then we have to consider the partial fraction which is of the form a by x plus 1 plus b by x plus b plus c by x plus c. Likewise you have to consider. Whereas in the type 2, suppose the linear factors are to be repeated, so then the partial fractions you have to consider in the form of a by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 1 whole square plus c by x plus 1 whole cube. Likewise you have to consider. And also we have to practice so many problems on that. Now, so let us take another example. So 1 by x square into x square plus 5. So in this is also coming under the category of the proper fraction. So now, so this x square is to be the linear factor. Simply you have to say that. Therefore, that is why x is to be repeated 2 times. Therefore, the partial fraction I have to consider that one as a by x plus b by x square plus, now another one is x square plus 5. If you have to equate x square plus 5 is equal to 0. X square plus 5 equal to 0. Then the x square value is equal to minus 5. X square value is equal to minus 5. Then x is equal to root of minus 5. Root of minus 5 means in the root the negative terms is there, then those numbers are called as the complex numbers. Then that is equal to, so square root of I square into 5. Because I square is nothing but of minus 1. To avoid that ambiguity, have to take I square as the minus 1 in the root. Therefore this value is to be, that is plus or minus of I into root 5. Plus or minus of I into root 5. Therefore, these are the complex numbers. You cannot consider. So that is why these type of the factors are called as the quadratic factor only. Quadratic factor. So then that is also non-repeated. Therefore, you have to consider the partial fraction as cx plus d by x square plus 5. All of you catch your point? So likewise, you have to consider. And whatever the mechanism is to be there, you have to apply this mechanism. That is, take the LCM and cancelize the denominators and equate the numerators, and we have to put the values we have to find the values for A, B, C. Likewise, after getting off those values, you have to substitute in this place. That is the way of procedure while resolving into the partial fractions in type 3. Okay. Now, have to do the problems on this concept. So, resolve into the partial fractions x by 2x square plus 3 into x plus 1. This is our problem. So x by so 2x square plus 3 into x plus 1. Before going to do this problem, whether we have to that means we have to apply the mechanism which is to be possible for whether the problem is to be eligible for resolving to the partial fractions, is it or not. So therefore, that means this is the proper fraction or the improper fraction. We have to identify this one by using the simple common sense. Here, what is the power for x in the numerator? That is 1. Whereas in the denominator, that is the highest power is in the first algebraic function, that is 2x square and x. Have to multiply this. 2x square into x means 2x cube. Then automatically in the denominator, the highest power is to be 3. When you have to compare the numerator and the denominator, then automatically that is coming under the category of the proper fractions. That means this problem is to be eligible for to do the problem or the resolving to the partial fractions. Now, so After getting of this, so then which type of the partial fraction is there? That is also the another question that maybe appears here. Then here 2x square plus 3 is the quadratic factor which is non-repeated, and x plus 1 is the linear factor which is also to be non-repeated. Therefore, the problem is to be coming under the category of the proper fractions under type 3. Therefore, what we have to consider the type 3? That means 2x square plus 3 into x plus 1. Therefore, x plus b by 2x plus 2x square plus 3 plus c by x plus 1. Likewise, you have to consider. Because this is the quadratic factor and this x plus 1 as the linear factor. Therefore, this is ax plus b. Ax plus b by, so 2x square plus 3 plus and c by x plus 1. C by x plus 1. Allow me to catch one point. Now, whatever the mechanism you have to follow while solving the previous problems, here also you have to do same. So that is in the right hand side, that is take the LCM. Therefore, this is 2x square plus 3 into x plus 1. X plus 1. Now, cross multiplying of these two, therefore simply have to take, that is x plus b into x plus 1 plus c into 2x square plus 3. After taking the LCM, directly have to write here. In the left hand side, that is x by, so 2x square plus 3 into x plus 1. Have to write like this. Now, in both the fractions, the denominator values to be the same. Simply have to cancel those two terms. Whatever the terms are to be appears in the numerator, have to take the numerator terms, that is x equal to, that means ax plus b into x plus 1 plus c into 2x square plus 3. C into 2x square plus 3. Okay now, so this is the way of finding the values for ABC. There are the several techniques are to be applied here to find the values for ABC. That is covering rule and comparing the equivalent likely terms and substitute some values. These are the techniques what you have to use for finding the values of ABC. For our convenience, you have to do that process. Okay. Here, this is the relation that may be obtained after getting the LCM. X equal to x plus b into x plus 1 plus c into 2x square plus 3. Now, I want to find the value for c. Therefore, I have to substitute the value for x plus 1 equal to 0. Simply. This is x plus 1 equal to 0. Now, I have to bring this term into the right hand side. Then automatically the sign will be changed. Then x equal to minus 1. Therefore, we have to substitute the value of x equal to minus 1. Then we will get the value for c. Okay. Now, so this is the first relation. How to assume like this. So put x equal to minus 1. Put x equal to minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 is equal to the left hand side, I write directly. Then this is a into, so minus 1 plus b, a into minus 1 plus b into minus 1 plus 1 plus c into, so 2 into minus 1 whole square plus whatever the x value is there, in place of that I have to put x by minus 1 directly. So please all of you observe this. This is minus a plus b into, this value is minus 1 plus 1 value means that is 0. Now plus c into minus 1 whole square means that is 1, 2 plus 3 that is 5. 2 plus 3 that is 5. Therefore, minus 1 is equal to 5c. That implies automatically this term is to be 0. When you have to multiply that with 0, then automatically the total factor is to be 0. Just only have to left over here. Therefore, directly you have to take minus 1 is equal to 5c, then c equal to minus 1 by 5. Then c equal to minus 1 by 5. So here, the value that may be obtained, the value for c is equal to minus of 1 by 5. Minus of 1 by 5. Will you catch your point? This is already well known to you. Whatever the techniques you have to apply, the partial fractions, the same technique here also you have to apply. Just only for finding the value for C. Now, so now we have to, our intention is to find the values for A and B. How will we get the A values and B values? Please say this. So, let us take, again I have to take, this is multiply the factors, this is multiply the factors, that is x plus b, x plus b, x plus b, that is x plus b, into, we have to multiply the terms, that is x plus b into x plus 1, x plus b into x plus 1. Simply I have to multiply this term, then this is x plus b, x plus b into x plus 1. Have to do that one, multiplication. That already I have done in the previous classes. Have to multiply the x and x terms, that is x into x means x square, plus have to multiply the b and x term, that is equal to bx. And multiply the x term and the constant, this is plus ax, plus b into 1, that means b. Therefore, this is x square plus, so x plus bx plus, after multiplying of this, you will get this result. Then this is x square plus, take x has to be common, a plus b into x plus b. This is the term that we will be getting when you have to multiply x plus b with x plus 1. Then I have to keep here. Therefore, x square plus a plus b into x, a plus b into x plus b, plus here also I have to multiply with c. Then this is 2c x square plus 3c. Just only have to simply multiply the terms. Now, have to segregate the terms of x square, x and constant terms likewise. So, from these two terms, I have to take x square has to be common, x square into this is a plus b. Now, plus x square into a plus c, sorry, x square into a plus c, x square into a plus 2c, x square into a plus 2c. Because I have to take x square from this term and this term, I have to take x square has to be common, then the x terms are x a and 2c. Now, that is x term is a plus b into x plus constant term is b plus 3c. Likewise, I have to segregate the term. Just only have to do that. Please all of you observe this. Now, in the left hand side, that is 0 into x square plus 1 into x plus 0 into constant. That x I have to write like this because our convenience you have to do like that. Now, here what we will do, so the compare the equivalent likely terms. Compare equivalent likely terms. Compare equal and likely terms. Compare equal and likely terms. What is meant by this one? This is the newly technique. Here we have to find the values for A, B and C. Equally likely terms means here the x square term and the here also x square term is to be there. Have to map in those two terms. That means whatever the coefficients are to be exist, have to equate them only. And also this x terms is there and also have to equate with x. And also the constant terms have to equate with the constant terms. This is another technique while you have to find the values for A, B and C. Now, so comparing the equivalent likely terms, that is here in the left hand side, the x square coefficient is to be, in the left hand side, the x square coefficient is to be 0. Therefore, this is 0 is equal to coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. The left hand side, the term is to be 0. And the right hand side, the term is to be a plus 2c. I'll have to catch your point. Just only have to write down the coefficients of x square only. Here also we will get the value for c. C equal to minus of 1 by 5. Therefore, so that value here I have to substitute a plus 2 into minus of 1 by 5. 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 Now, this is equal to a minus 2 by 5. That value is equal to 0. Then automatically we will get the value for a is equal to 2 by 5. A is equal to 2 by 5. A equal to 2 by 5. So this is the other value. Let me begin it. Here C value is minus of 1 by 5. Now what about the B value? Now compare the x coefficients. Compare coefficient of x. Compare the coefficient of x. Now you tell me what is the coefficient of x in the left hand side? So that is 1 into x is there. Therefore we have to take 1 only. 1 is equal to and where here in the right hand side the coefficient of x is a plus b. Now here also you have to know the value for a value is 2 by 5. Therefore that value you have to substitute here 2 by 5 plus b. Then b is equal to 1 minus 2 by 5. Then this is equal to 3 by 5. B value is to be 3 by 5. Please all of you have to do this. So from this A value is to be getting, B value is to be getting, and C value is to be getting. So this is another technique for finding the values for A comma B comma C. But whereas in the previous methods, so directly whatever the value, the quantity value is to be required, in the denominator that value you have to substitute directly in the relation, then automatically you will get the value for A, B, C, because those are the simple problems. Because these are the essay questions only, so for that problems have to do like this procedure only. All of you catch your point? So after getting off these values, now we have to substitute the values. We have to substitute the values in the above relation. Therefore this is to be x. This is the partial fraction that we will be asking the question. That is x by 2x square plus 3 into x plus 1 is equal to what is the A value? That is 2 by 5. 2 by 5 into x plus, and B value is 3 by 5. Just only have to substitute in place of A, B and C by 2x square plus 3 plus, what is the C value? Minus of 1 by 5. Minus of 1 by 5 by x plus 1. So this is the way of procedure for finding the partial fractions in type 3. So in which the denominator of g of x values are to be quadratic forms and which is to be non-repeated. Please all of you keep in your mind. Okay? All of you understood this? Now, so by using of this concept, have to do another problem. Next problem is practice this problem resolving into the partial fractions. Simple problem. Whatever we did in the previous, in that similar way, have to do that one. Okay? Now, just only have to give the simple hints only. Then this is 2x plus 2 by, so x minus 1 into, so x square plus 1. This is our given problem. Before going to do the problem, one thing you have to keep in your mind, whether the problem is to be applicable for resolving into the partial fractions or not. Or otherwise, you have to check whether the fraction is to be proper or the improper fraction. You have to do that one. Please simply have to use the common sense. What is the power of x here? 1. And here, when you have to multiply the x values, then x into x square means x cube. That means the highest power is to be 3. Therefore, numerator power is to be 1, the denominator power is to be 3, then automatically the numerator is to be less than that of the denominator, then the problem is to be under the category of the proper fraction. Therefore, so you have to keep in your mind, the problem is to be eligible to resolve into the partial fractions. After getting of this, that means you have to identify which type of the proper fractions this is. You have to identify that one after getting of that one. Please all of you observe this, and this is x minus 1. X minus 1 is called as to be linear factor. X minus 1 is to be called as the linear factor. So therefore this is x minus 1. Why? Because you have to say that x minus 1 is the linear factor. Put x minus 1 equal to 0. Then you have to bring this 1 into the right hand side. Then automatically you will get the value for x equal to 1. That is the real number. But here x square plus 1 is equal to 0. X square plus 1 equal to 0. Now we have to bring this 1 into this side. Then x square is equal to minus 1. Then x equal to root of minus 1. That is x equal to root of I square. Root of I square, that is plus or minus of I. That may be getting here. That is the imaginary values. Those are not the real values. Therefore, this is under the category of quadratic form. Quadratic form. That is non-repeated. And also x minus 1 is also to be non-repeated. Non-repeated linear factor. Non-repeated linear factor. And therefore, how we have to take the partial fractions here? How we have to take the partial fractions here? You tell me that is this is equal to a by x minus 1, because that is the linear factor and also non-repeated. Therefore, you have to consider the partial fraction is to be like this, a by x minus 1 plus this is the nonlinear factor. Then have to consider this bx plus c, bx plus c by x square plus 1, bx plus c by x square plus 1. Now take the LCM here, that is equal to, so x minus 1 into x square plus 1. X minus 1 into x square plus 1. Take the cross multiplication here, simply, so that is a into x square plus 1 plus bx plus c into x minus 1. Bx plus c into x minus 1. That means this value is to be 2x plus 1 by, so x minus 1 into x square plus 1. This is the left hand side terms. Please all of you observe this. In the denominator, the two factors are to be the same, therefore simply have to cancelize those two terms. Whatever the else terms are to be exist in the numerator, have to take as to be the relation, then that is 2x plus 1 is equal to a into x square plus 1 plus bx plus c into x minus 1. Bx plus c into x minus 1. This is the relation that may be obtained. This is the relation that may be obtained. Now, please say this. I want to find the value for a. Whatever the denominator is to be exist in the a, so that value you have to put in this relation, then automatically we will get the value for a. That already you have to know. Therefore, for getting the value of a, here put x minus 1 equal to 0. Put x minus 1 equal to 0, then automatically we will get the value for x equal to 1. Therefore, in this relation, I have to put x equal to 1. Put x equal to 1 in this relation. Therefore, 2 into 1 plus 1. Wherever the x is to be there, in place of that, I have to put x equal to 1. Then a into, this is 1 square plus 1 plus b into 1 plus c into, so this is also 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1. Now this is 2 into 1 means 2 plus 1, that is 3, is equal to, this is 1 square into 1, 1 plus 1 means 2, 2a plus, next one, b plus c into 0. Why? Because 1 minus 1 value is to be 0. Then automatically this total term is to be 0. When you have to multiply with 0, then the total factor is to be 0. Then automatically this is 3 equal to 2a then that implies A equal to 3 by 2. A equal to 3 by 2. Love to catch your point here. The value is to be getting A is equal to 3 by 2. A equal to 3 by 2. Here what we did, whatever the value of A in the denominator is to be put in the given relation, then automatically that yields the value for A. Okay? Now, our intention is to find the values for B and C. B and C. So, here also, whatever the procedure you have to apply in the previous problems, the same procedure you have to apply here also. This is another technique while we have to find the values for B and C. Now, so to find the values for B and C, whatever we did in the previous problem, have to apply the same technique for finding the values for B and C. For finding the values for B and C. Therefore, this is now simply have to multiply. Then this is 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1 is equal to multiply with A. That is ax square plus A plus. Now we have to multiply bx plus c with x minus 1. Bx plus c with x minus 1. Simply I have to multiply the x terms. Bx into x, that is bx square plus c into x, that is cx. Next minus 1 into bx, minus of bx, minus of c. Now therefore this is bx square plus cx minus bx minus c. From these two terms I have to take x has to be common. Therefore this is bx square plus x into c minus b minus of c. This is the relation that may be obtained when you have to multiply the algebraic fractions. That value you have to keep here. So bx square plus x into c minus b minus c. So after getting of this, have to take the x square terms and x terms and the constant terms separately. Then this is equal to, so from this term and this term, have to take x square has to be common. X square into a plus b, x square into a plus b plus x into c minus b plus a minus c. Because this is the constant and also this is the constant minus c, had to kept separately. So a minus of c. Whereas in the left hand side there is no x square term is there. For our convenience we have to add that is 0 into x square plus 2 into x plus 1. Love you catch your point? Now compare the equal and likely terms. Compare equal and likely terms. Compare equal and likely terms. Compare equal and likely terms. Therefore, the left hand side, please all of you observe this. X square coefficient is the left hand side x square coefficient is, so that is 0. So compare x square coefficient. Compare x square coefficient, that is 0 is equal to, this is the left hand side term, that is a plus b, the coefficient of x square. Okay now this is b value is equal to, I have to kept this a into the left hand side, that is minus of a. Here already we know the value for a value is to be 3 by 2. Therefore b is equal to minus of 3 by 2. B equal to minus of 3 by 2. In that similar way, compare. Therefore, the left hand side that value is to be 2. The left hand side that value is to be 2. And in the right hand side, so c minus b is equal to, c minus b is the x coefficient of x term. Here, b value already we know that c minus of minus 3 by 2, that is equal to c plus 3 by 2 Now I have to bring this c into the left hand side. Therefore c is equal to 2 minus 3 by 2. Therefore c value is 4 minus 3, that is 1 by 2. C value is 1 by 2. B value is minus of 3 by 2 and A value is 3 by 2. Here all the values are to be getting here. Now those values are to be substituted in this place. Those values are to be substituted. So this is 2x plus 2 by, so x minus 1 into x square plus 1, that is equal to A value is 3 by 2 by x minus 1 plus B value is minus 3 by 2 into x plus C value is plus 1 by 2 by x square plus. So this is the way of resolving the partial fractions, proper fractions into the partial fractions. So with that, all of you understood this? So with this example, again you have to do the problem. So you have to do that one. Okay? Please all of you write down, and then in the next class onwards, have to resolve into the partial fractions and send to me. So in this session, what we have to discuss, how to resolve the partial fractions in the denominator that having the quadratic forms are there, algebraic functions are there. So how we have to take the partial fractions and how we have to find the values for A, B, C. These concepts you have to see in this class. In the next class onwards, have to discuss the concept of the type 4 also. Thank you. Thank you for kind listening.